Hi, my name is Daniel Harding, and this is my ethical affirmation project. 1 year ago, I made a movie to teach English to Swahili-speaking Kenyan children, but a couple months later, something happened. The founder and principal of the school, Dr. Japhet Maranga, was murdered. The school, now in a state of distress, needs your help, needs my help, needs our help. The Ethical Humanist Society is a non-profit society built to better the lives of others. It's part of the ethical culture movement. An affirmation is a moving up ceremony of the ethical society, which involves an ethical project. The SEMA Academy is a school in Kenya built to better the lives and educations of Kenyan children.
SEMA Academy is an elementary school in southwestern Kenya. It is built on the dividing line between two tribes, the Kipsigis and the Kisii. The school is right off of a main road, and the building itself is has a courtyard in the middle, and then it's 2 stories built around. So the assemblies for the children were in the middle in that courtyard. And it's kind of an open veranda on the 2nd floor where people could look down. Across the street are some dormitories, because not all the children came to school from their home every day. Some lived on campus, and there also is a dining room and a place where the food is cooked for the children.
Although things seemed great, dark times soon fell on the SEMA Academy.
Well, we found out when Lynn picked up the phone, and it was Peace who had called. Peace is one of Maranga's children, and she's been living in this country for quite a while. She had come to go to school here, college here, and she lived with us for a semester before she went off and went down to Atlanta to finish school. And so we've had this relationship with her for a long time, and are close to her. So when she called and Lynn picked up the phone, we just thought it was just a typical telephone call to find out how you're all doing. But I could hear something terrible had happened with Lynn on the phone. So I found out over hearing the telephone call, and then Lynn telling me when she hung up. It just horrible. It's really, I wouldn't say unbelievable given all the violence that's been there and the threats prior to this, but it is very difficult to take in. This was somebody who was a close friend for a long time, and we obviously know the family, and we're planning to go just a few weeks after he had been killed.
He lives about 10 miles from the school on his farm. During the night, several weeks ago, people broke into the house. They came ready to really break in. They came with welding equipment so that they could break through any of the gates or anything that there would keep them out. And they specifically came to murder Dr. Maranga.
We understood there were at least 3. I think the number originally was higher, but since then it seems from newspaper reports that it was 3. And he was hiding in the house, and they're asking Helen where he is, and she's begging them to leave him alone. And what Peace said is that her father was hiding in the toilet and was there for a very long time, maybe as long as an hour, while she's trying to tell them to leave, beg them to leave, trying to distract them. And finally they find him, and when they do, they just shoot him.
This sent shockwaves throughout the whole country, because the professor, as he was often called, was very well known. I mean, when we would visit, we'd walk through an area in the Kisii area, everybody would say, "Hello, Professor." Everybody knew him. He was a very large man, and he had a large effect upon Kenya. The president of the country had a representative attend his funeral, and there was a letter to the editor in one of the papers that talked about the contribution that he made to education in Kenya, that there isn't, basically this writer said there isn't anyone who is teaching now who wasn't either taught directly by Maranga, which is what everybody called him when they weren't calling him professor, or who wasn't taught by one of his students.
What we understand was said when they leave was that we came to do a job and we've done it.
Oh, I was devastated, devastated. I was just, it's just horrible.
I just think of the terror of the family and what it's like to be hunted, what it's like to be the spouse begging for people not to kill your husband. It's just incomprehensible.
To contact the Academy, call 516-997-8545 or email us at simaacademy@gmail.com.